Three, two, one. Hey guys, this is Nicholas Cumming, aka Joe Captain, and this is
And this is John Hughes. I am the man in the purple coat.
yes, we are doing this live show just to show you guys what Revelations 5 is gonna look like. Go ahead.
Um, okay. Not sure where to start on this one then.
Well, we'll start from last year.
Last year, I was attempting to build an army with the intent of taking over the town, which, while futile in game terms, would have been quite fun if actually was able to be achieved. Um, and I spent the majority of the wind-up time recruiting goons for my goon squad, led primarily by Ironface and Tutu. Um, and then mostly I just had my goons run around and run amok and hunt down Phoenix, which Ironface primarily did, and Tutu did whatever it is Tutu does.
Okay?
Sunday got a little too excessive for my tastes, so I actually dropped the persona as the coat for the day and ran the Blood Pit Arena, which I will be reprising my role as the arena master, but returning as the coat.
What is the blood arena?
It is basically a LARP arena with foam weapons like buffers. If you've seen role models or can't remember the name of the other movie, Knights of Badassdom.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much LARP buffer weapons, and they're fights to the death. Occasionally we'll do like quick draw contests or other things, and any combatants that want to take part in the arena can do so. Just cost them a few caps to actually get in. They get a portion of the winnings, and we go from there.
Do you know who's running the casino this year?
What was that?
I heard there's some person running the casino.
The casino, as far as I know, the only casino that's actually being run and organized is run through the corporation and sanctuary.
Okay.
So I can't really speak too much on that because I'm not involved with it.
Um, so what was the story last year?
There's not really a solid story at this point. Um, Things have kind of changed up a little bit, primarily just because um, Christopher, the field owner, when he started Rev, he had this idea for what he wanted for this big player-run create your own adventure thing. In the first year, he had a little bit of a story to it. It was, I believe it was, I
Nuclear
can't remember.
Holocaust? Nuclear Holocaust?
No, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like it was 5 years ago, and I can't remember what the overall theme of that one was.
Mm.
Rev 2 had dedicated factions. It wasn't a free-for-all. There were three factions. It was the Legion, the Phalanx, and the Smoker Clan. Um, and those three were warring factions. I was doing my own man in the purple coat thing, and just going around selling outdated, false, or actual, preferably actual information to two of the opposing factions to try and get them to wipe each other out.
Okay.
That was a war of technology. We had a lot of cool things like battle suits, EMP cannons, laser fields, and that led into another dark age of technology, which was Rev 3. That was simply and totally survival. Anyone who did not have a shelter by game index was dead. You're dead, go home. Well, not really go home, but you're dead, and you don't get the bragging rights for being able to survive the nuclear winter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rev 4, that one was primarily disease and survival, but it ended up being kind of a showdown between rising factions. The Smoker Clan had been wiped out 2 years ago, so there wasn't really anything left of them. They were the typical big bad. They were just a bunch of gun-happy psychopaths. For Rev 4, things kind of took a different turn. We had 500 players on the field on Saturday, another 500-ish on Sunday, and it just ended up being kind of crazy.
Mhm. I'm just gonna message for Paul. Is there a way I can just watch right now, or do I need to talk? Trying to multitask.
If he clicks the link and clicks the little play button, it should just hop him in.
Alright, I'm gonna type it. You.
Yeah, just click the little play button once he hits the link, I think. Let's see. This is probably going to make my system angry.
Okay, there you go. So,
Okay, cool.
mm,
It appears as though it works, but there's a slight delay because I just clicked it on my side, and it took a moment, and it was like 30 seconds behind us.
yeah, it is. You ever heard of Crazy NC Man?
I know of him.
Yes, I was with him, and that's what happened. So, that's what happened. So what do you expect, on your opinion, on Revelations 5? Like,
Hard to say. It's such a free-form event, and we're anticipating upwards of 800 players at the field this year, which it's going to be very tight. Like we can easily accommodate a lot of players, but 800 on a single day is just nuts.
that's a lot. Do you guys serve pizza?
Yes, yes, yeah. At the end of the day on Saturday and excuse me, and Sunday, we at least the field provides a large amount of pizza at the end of the day as well as raffles.
You know, it's be very crazy, right?
Yes, it
Probably
it
10,000 boxes
it,
or
it always
thousands of
is.
boxes. Yeah,
It always is.
that happens. Um, but, excuse me. But, my cousin went, not my cousin, my friend went there last year, and it was like, blew out his mind. It's like, but don't forget, role playing can make it or break it. Either or. It's because he didn't know about the event, so he brought camo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so.
at the day of the event, we're a little bit more lenient on on whether or not we actually allow people in full kit. We prefer that they don't wear it, just because it detracts from the overall theme. But there's always that one or two guys that do that.
Mhm. Um, that's what happened, man. Yeah. So, um, do you have any color schemes for this year?
For me, purple.
I know, but like, I know you can wear purple, but some other people might wear purple also, so you can hunt them down if they do.
Well, seeing as I'm a role player, it works differently because I'm not actually allowed to go out and just you know wantonly just go around shooting people because I'm invincible. There's nothing they could do about me. Um, that's what Iron Face is going to be for. He's my second in command, and he's in charge of all the ridiculous, unnecessary violence.
Hmm.
So, tip in the past, anybody that's wearing purple has been part of the goon squad. That was, in fact, whether they know it or not. If they're wearing purple, they're on the goon squad. Um, I think there was a couple guys that showed up last year and realized very quickly that they were wearing the wrong colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially since they wanted to side with not me. Um, but yeah, colors. I mean, purple is just my thing. I'm not sure what colors Iron Face is going to use. If he's even going to use anything, he might have some form of identifier.
Okay.
So there's that.
Uh, try to do something. So, we have one viewer. Yeah, thank you. But do you know who bought like the Jeep slash tank thing?
No idea if it even got sold.
No, he still has it.
Okay. I don't know if he's bringing it this year. Cannot say.
Did you bring? Yeah, I know you brought it last year.
Yeah. It was neat. People were afraid of it, but that was about it. It only came out like once or twice.
Mhm. So what was the major battle of the place?
At least for my part, Saturday at the end of the day, there was. Um, I'd actually managed to acquire one of the buildings in town as mine, and in order to do so, we kind of had to evict Santa and all his elves. By evict, we mean shoot them. So Santa built up a force and attacked the town along with some Phoenix cronies, and this huge firefight that lasted probably about an hour or so trying to take the town um, broke out, at which point the town guards proved their total ineffectiveness by shooting at any and everything that moved, including people they were supposed to be protecting.
Oh, that's crazy, right there. But I remember seeing this video from a long time ago. Um, when they were talking about Howl's Revelations 3, they said if the players didn't usually break it, they almost broke it. That's what they said. Broke the role playing. A lot of people started like cheating. Yeah,
Um,
that's one video I saw.
can't say for certain. Some of the role players do occasionally overdo their invulnerability and will just pick up a rifle and start hosing down big crowds because they don't like them near their house. Um, so there's that. I've talked to extensively with Christopher, and we're going to be reining. He's going to be reining that in significantly,
Okay.
so as it doesn't occur. In fact, last year, the the only people that were invincible really didn't have anything bigger than a handgun, but the town guards are virtually invulnerable since they respawn in the tower.
Okay. Okay. Um. So who ran the army? Well, technically not army, but the hazmat force.
That's not really the force. We primarily use them for just the opening of the day for in processing and
Okay.
everything, and it's all field staff and marshals.
Okay. Okay. Just wondering. Let me stress this up. Tools. All right. But so I'm losing questions here. I'm in mine. But I will be dressing in a coat to keep me warm, of course, and probably some jeans, shirt, of
Yeah.
course.
Bring at least 2 or 3 extra pairs of socks. You're just gonna want them.
Yeah, I know. There's this some guy
Error. I'm getting lag spikes.
Francis.
Okay. I lost you for like the past minute.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I got like a weird lag spike.
Yeah, yeah, I got you too. So this place, how was it? Nate, 1 through 10. What is the best? One's the worst, 10's the best.
What for Balahack?
Yes.
9.
9?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
because sometimes the swamp is awesome, and then sometimes it's 28 degrees and the swamp is not awesome.
Yes.
But I'm a swamp monster, so I really don't care. I'm going to go in it either way.
That's true. That's true. Did anyone get hurt last year?
Um, no. To
Okay.
date, we've had no um, major injuries directly related with gameplay. We've had the occasional twisted ankle and kids with heat exhaustion and dehydration just because when they stop for lunch, they don't take all their gear off and don't drink any water in 90 plus degree weather.
Okay. Um, but
And the
well,
occasional chipped tooth, but that's airsoft, so.
yeah, yeah, of course. Um, but so what I'm thinking about bringing is Pop Tarts and water, and probably some chips. So
Okay.
I gotta sell them off.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good idea. There were two players last year that decided they didn't want to be fighters, so they found a shopping cart on the field
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
and filled it full of goodies, and were just traveling merchants. They set up in a couple places. I let them set up in the arena on Sunday, and they were probably the most clever ones out there.
hmm
Like they were armed and everything, but nobody messed with them because they were selling, snacks and soda and everything out there when the actual merchants were refusing to take caps. It's like, hey man, I've got 500 caps. Can I get, a candy bar? No, I'm not taking caps. I want a stim pack.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the player merchants are like, yeah, you got caps? Okay, cool. You don't have any caps? Well, what else you got? All right,
Exactly.
I'll take your box of Mike and Ike's or something.
Exactly. Just try to get this guy to join real quick. But yeah. I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of water, and I'm gonna provide Pop Tarts, and that's it, probably. But how much should I sell water for?
Um, Probably no more than like 3 or 4 caps, but it depends on how much the other vendors are selling them for.
Exactly. I was about to sell it for like 2 or 3.
Yeah, just keep in mind for Rev, we don't like players going back to their cars to resupply or anything. So if you're gonna want to carry it out there, you're stuck with it the entire day. At least that's what we prefer for the immersion factor.
I'm gonna be carrying a suitcase
Okay.
or duffel bag either work
Yeah,
full
I'd go
of
with the duffel
water.
bag.
But yeah. So what I'll do, my friend about to join soon, so was waiting on him. But he's brand new to this. I think it's his first time going. I could be wrong, but he wants to use a gas sniper rifle.
Um, he's gonna have a bad time.
Why?
It's gonna be cold.
CO2?
CO2 would be fine as long as he's not over 500 FPS.
Okay. Type something now. He could be joining tomorrow or next week because I'm doing stuff. But these questions are mostly for everyone because I'm then gonna share this on the Facebook page. But
Okay.
yeah, um, and all you carrying is a revolver. So you carrying?
Yeah, that's all I'm carrying. Last year, I didn't need a lot just because I had a whole bunch of goons with rifles. This year, I'm only going to need it to shoot people that cheat in the arena.
Okay. Has anyone in the arena grabbed one of the spears? If we had spears and take it and throw it back at them? Or
Um, we only had one spear in the arena last year, and it was poorly constructed, so I didn't let anybody use it because it had already snapped once and was just a sharpened end hidden by foam. So
okay,
I didn't let anyone use the spear. Um, and I don't think I'm going to have any this year just because they're cheaty.
hmm
So primarily it's going to be swords, clubs. I've got a flail. I'm providing some weapons, but if any players like are actually like in an amped guard group or something, and know how to properly fight and bring their own buffers, as long as their stuff passes my inspection at the arena, then I'll let them fight with it in the arena.
okay,
Other than that, they can't use their melee weapons outside of the designated zones.
okay,
So they can't just go running through a crowd whipping people with a sword, because then they're just going to have a dozen people shoot them.
exactly. I was. You ever heard of Trouble in Terrorstown?
The Counter Strike mod,
Yes.
yes.
I was playing that at a field named Pev's Paintball Park. I recommend going there because they're probably the largest in Northern Virginia. But down in Southern Virginia, go to Valhack or X Zone. Those big places. Um, and me and my friend was just playing there, and I was a terrorist, and I did have a knife with me. So every time I tapped some guy on the shoulder, you're out.
Ah,
That's what I said. So I just tapped some guy on the shoulder without even noticing. He's like, "Hey man, what's up?" I said, "Hey, what's up? You're out." Yeah. Um, so well, so I might be selling some more stuff than that, but what can you do? I might sell like little packs of BBs, like 50 caps.
yeah. You can do that. Just keep in mind that bio BBs are now mandatory at the field.
I know.
Um, so yeah, keep that in mind.
Okay. But I'm gonna sell like little packets for like 50 caps, but not they're not little. They're about like that. So,
Okay.
it's 1,000 rounds. But what are you gonna be selling over there?
What am I going to be selling?
Yeah.
Violence.
What?
I'm going to be selling violence.
Yeah.
People pay me to let them hit each other with swords.
Exactly.
But I'll probably have rewards for a few fighters that do well. I've teamed up with the Circus of Value guy who's going to be making Nuka-Cola and Mentats and some of the other Fallout combat drugs,
hmm
and we'll be giving those as prizes.
Okay. But I remember in Fallout, there's so who is Teacher's Legion? Do you think? And
I never played enough.
okay, Teacher's Legion is pretty much this guy named Julius Caesar. Um, pretty much takes over the wastelands. I say it's Phoenix because he's red. Then Capitalists are NCR, and the Maryland people are I forgot.
The Maryland people would be Caesar's Legion.
No, I think not. The Caesar's Legion doesn't really have that much men in their disposal. They have like half of the NCR. So
Well, neither does this Maryland Imperial Army,
yeah, that's true.
at least to my knowledge. I mean, I'm not really concerned about them.
Mm, but this we might be getting another person soon. But if not, I'm sorry. But what do you have to say about Mr. Phoenix?
He needs to cool. He needs to calm himself. He's doing the exact same thing he did last year, and he's just being hostile and belligerent to everyone and everything.
Yeah.
And it ended up with him having the entire field against him both days, to the point where he couldn't go anywhere without somebody jumping him.
Sure.
and he kind of regretted it.
So is there like acid in the game?
The closest thing we had was Nerve Agent, which were Marshall dropped like Coast Guard orange smoke grenades that burn for like 2 minutes, and if it hits you, you died. No medicing, go back to respawn. You're dead. Enjoy.
Yeah. Um. Now it's illegal to bring. Well, not really illegal, but we suggest not to. For you guys not to bring orange smoke. That represents.
Yeah, it. See, I don't know if we're going to be using the Nerve Agent again this year, so I can't say for certain.
Okay.
It'll be. It'll either be put in the player's packet when the field gets out to releasing it, or will be will be briefed the day of at the opening.
Okay. So I have some men at my disposal, but not as much as Capitals and everyone else. But I have a firing squad, so
Okay.
um, and we're for hire. We're basically the best caps we'll go for, of course. But how many caps did you get last year? The whole
The,
the whole place.
oh, the whole field?
Yeah.
Can't say. No idea.
It's like
Um, but the field provides caps to the players, so if you show up with a bunch of bottle caps of your own, they're going to be false currency, and the merchants won't take them.
but you can still bring them, right?
Oh yeah, you can bring them and try to put them into circulation,
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be
but
very
they're
funny.
just going to be counterfeit.
Yeah, exactly. But it's very funny. But so you got any questions for me?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to all 5 revs, so you know, I'm kind of the wall of information here.
All right.
They haven't date on it yet.
What for rev?
Yeah.
Um, sorry. Oh wait.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, the 13th, 14th.
Yeah. So, have you done YouTube before?
Um, Not much. I mean, I do my little propaganda videos and then just post them directly to the page.
All right. But this is not my first time using the other channel, but I'll tell you later. Um, so that's pretty much all I have to tell you about. Thank you for coming. Stick tuned so I can tell you, of course. But I'll be
Right.
ending the broadcast like right now.
All right, man.
All right.
Cheers.